It gets worse. It gets worse. My best days are behind me. Probably. Started doing comedy 5 years ago in Madison, Wisconsin. Was on unemployment, doing comedy on the government's dime. Ran for mayor. Recorded a CD I've literally sold 10 copies of in the last year. Was hanging out at the comedy club on State, working with famous comedians like Dave WAITE. It gets worse. Moved to New York. Was working at some Macy's shoe warehouse in Secaucus, New Jersey. It gets worse. Nearly choked to death on a turkey sandwich during Superstorm Sandy. It gets worse. Spent the night in the Brooklyn ER with a piece of turkey lodged in my throat and no insurance. It gets worse. Moved out to Seattle. Didn't see the sun for 4 goddamn months. It gets worse. Started doing triple runs. It gets worse. Lewiston, Idaho. It gets worse. Idaho Falls. It gets worse. Pendleton, Oregon. It gets worse. Billings, Montana. It gets worse. Klamath Falls, Oregon. It gets worse. Hanging out with hookers in Winnemucca, Nevada. It gets worse. Moved back to Spartanburg, South Carolina, the one place I said I'd only move back to if I was going to kill myself. It gets worse. Living in a room that's been redecorated makes it look like I died in some tragic accident when I was 16 and now it's just a shrine to what could have been. It gets worse. Taking gigs like Kazi's in Newport News, Virginia, opening up for talentless hacks like Jay Gates. It gets worse. Working part-time at Little Caesars. It gets worse. It gets worse. It gets worse. Stand-up comedy is literally the worst habit I've ever picked up. And I'm drinking Modelo Special, and I've popped about 3 Demerol. It gets worse. It's probably going to get worse. It's definitely going to get worse before it gets better. God